Good morning. I posted on my Instagram page asking how you would like to receive the mind-blowing messages that flowed through me this morning. And a great deal of you opted for a video and opted for the whole message, which is what I was sensing. I wasn't sure how to splice up what I received this morning, and I too was feeling like the entirety of the message is something that should be shared. Then came what platform? IGTV, YouTube, Patreon. I wasn't sure. So we're going to start here today. So welcome. What I'm going to do is just read the automatic journaling that happened this morning. So this is a practice that I've been doing now for the past several months. Every morning before opening my phone, before checking my email, before scrolling through anything, I sit down with a cup of cacao. I put on some music. I have since created a channeling playlist that I would be more than happy to share with you guys if this is something that resonates. And I began writing. At first, it was this very much back and forth banter, question and answer type conversation that flowed through me between myself and spirit. It then morphed into, or I should say revealed itself to me, that it was actually a back and forth between myself and my guides. It was through this process that I learned I have 5 guides, 3 female and 2 male, although they have made it explicitly clear that the gender is only for my context and that they don't associate with any particular gender. They shapeshift. I have an animal guide, a mountain lion guide, Nali. I have 3 Arcturian guides, which is another multidimensional species, being. And as of late, I have been communicating a great deal with the Arcturians through my astral travel and also now through my automatic writing. So this morning's message came through the Arcturians. It's something that I am very much still learning about, but I spend a great deal of time working in the cosmos and traveling to the Arcturian realm. So there will be a part of this message that speaks to one of my most profound experiences with the Arcturians and the realization that I had surrounding that previous travel. So here it is. The theme of shutting down has not left me since my meditation last night. It feels like it is coming from my starseed guides more than the human, animal, spirit guides, so the Arcturians. Are my Arcturian starseed members willing to expand on this concept with me this morning? Share what you were given first, they said. I was given the reference point of technology in particular. I was reminded that in order for an update to fully install, a restart must take place on the device. That when electronics are acting a little fritzy, you are encouraged to restart the device. What I feel is the same is true with humans of this realm. There must be a restart in order to fully integrate and complete the installation process of these new frequencies we're receiving. That is what I felt COVID was in the beginning, a massive reset, but mainly for the earth. A break in pollution and commerce and all of the human-created operations for Gaia to take rest for the first time since we came to be. This reset, though, doesn't feel environmentally centered in its purpose. It feels human-centered. So you are not seeking answers from us, then it sounds more like you are seeking validation of what you sense. I suppose that is true. We will not provide that. There was a time for validation, and that time is not now. This is the time for you to integrate the trust, which means there will be no validation. If you are receiving the frequency of such messages, then you must begin to trust it. Isn't questioning important and responsible to do, though, especially with something so far out there from the average human thought? The importance of questioning is relative to the root of the questioning. I'll say that again. They said, the importance of questioning is relative to the root of the questioning. If it is doubt, then you are shutting down the open energy centers that exist to receive these channeled messages. If it is to further understand on a more vast plane, then by all means, question. We can feel the root of all of your thoughts and all of your questions. This is my realization, like the trees in the place. They knew what I was thinking and feeling without saying anything. They were Arcturian. They were telepathically communicating with my conscious. And you do that as well. Actually, the trees were not truly trees. They were you. You shape-shifted. You knew my attachment and love for trees. You knew they would not jolt me from this place. You knew I would stay out of curiosity and wonder. You knew they would look and feel welcoming, beautiful. Whereas if you were to show your true self, your Arcturian self, I would have felt fear and confusion, which would have blocked my ability to receive and remain open. I'll expand more another time on the place that I'm referring to and the trees that I'm referring to, if you are open to hearing about that astral travel experience. Do you see how clearly you are able to see when you are not coming from the frequency of doubt? I'm going to repeat that. They said, do you see how clearly you are able to see when you are not coming from the frequency of doubt? The energetic root of all words, actions, questions holds greater importance than the words, actions, and questions themselves. It is the key that unlocks the next level. It is the way humans can bypass their current wiring and tap into something else. It is what moves their abilities and consciousness from the upper realm of the human world to the lower realm of the non-human realm. That is the dividing line between dimensions, the presence of fear, of doubt, of hesitancy. That is all found in the upper realm of the human world. That is where authoritarian, patriarchal, money-driven, fame-craving frequencies exist. That is where the healers and shamans that are not genuine in their desires and abilities live and work. That is what sets them apart from the genuine. The ones that are working in the lower realms of the non-human dimension have a different frequency, one that people are drawn to organically and without explanation. The ones that are not driven or rooted or obsessively focused on money, fame, and lasting power. It is not karma that will reveal the ones that are genuine in nature. It is the reset and the activation of others. As people shift into the new dimension energetically, they will feel the lack of alignment. That is how the workers in the shadow realm are being revealed. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut when it comes to receiving and hearing and working with others and their messages. Leaving those existing in the higher dimension to be further illuminated and magnetic. But this reset, back to the reset, just tell us what you see. Well, my headphones just cut out, and this document I'm typing in froze, so I know I am on the right path and you are present. By the way, if you're experiencing any electronic frequency changes or glitches, oftentimes it could be the presence of spirit or other guides. What is going to happen is a momentary darkness, not in a fearful way, but all things electronic globally will have a glitch at the same time. It will be noticed only by some. It will feel like a minor inconvenience, but with this glitch, the final stages of expansion will take place. The EMFs will pause, and through that pause, the new frequencies will be able to penetrate this realm. It was you that kept switching my phone to airplane mode so that I could astral travel outside of this realm. That is when it started happening. I never put it on airplane mode before I went to sleep, yet would wake up in the morning to find it switched on. How did you do that? We don't have to physically be anywhere in particular to play with the frequencies, but yes, that was us. So was the light flickering on the other day in the kitchen and my headphones turning off and on. You are paying attention now, and that is good. Thank you for this time this morning. I am starting to love our time together in the mornings through this automatic writing process. That was my automatic writing this morning. So the key takeaways Pay attention to the frequency of the questions that you're asking. You will never be able to fully see with the third eye, with your heart, with things other than the human eye, if you're coming from a place of doubt and fear. Those frequencies block the receiving of the message. There will be a shutdown. It will be coming. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure why or what it looks like, but it's coming. And it's a pause in the human realm that is needed on an energetic level. These are the messages that flowed through me this morning. I recognize it may be too out there for some. I recognize it may be right at home with others. But this is all a part of revealing my expansion, the shift in how I'm receiving communication and what that communication consists of. You're seeing a lot of talk about the transition from 3D to 5D, from 5D to 7D. The Arcturians come from the 9D. What this is saying is we as humans are beginning to awake. It's been happening for a while now on different timelines. Pay attention to where you fall on that timeline. Pay attention to the different shifts and pulls and feels and messages that you're receiving physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally. Pay attention and write down your dreams. Some call it lucid dreaming, others call it astral travel or astral projection. It is still very new to me, but it is incredible. Pay attention, lean in, notice who you're feeling drawn to and why. Before you question, which is very important, we talked about that earlier this month, the trust, question, integrate. Understand the frequency behind your questioning. Is it coming from a place of doubt, or is it coming from a place of curiosity, of wonder? Are you questioning to validate how you're feeling? Or are you trusting yourself enough to validate your own thoughts and feelings? There's so much taking place right now. And if you're interested in joining me more for these sessions, please send me your email, send me a DM on Instagram so that I can figure out the best platform to be sharing this with all of you. And thank you for your time.